Hi friends, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, thank you so much for checking out my channel. My name is Jed and I am the Eager Vlogger. In here, I share with you our family's budget by paycheck. We do budget with me and cash tapping videos every paycheck of the month. And we just recently started Eager Mondays, wherein I upload still financial related videos or anything really that I enjoy. I want to share it with you guys. We do that every Monday. So yeah, for today's video, we are going to do our budget for the coming paycheck 2 this month of August. So if you haven't watched my previous budget with me videos, we just started last July. So if you want to have like an in-depth explanation of how I do my budget or our categories, then you can also check out my previous videos. And also this budget spreadsheet that I am using is my own. You can try it out. It is available in my Etsy shop. And I also have like a video on how we set up this whole planner or this digital planner that you can use. Okay, so for the second half of the month, we just usually expect our or my partner's full-time job pay. He is being paid semi-monthly. So second half of the month or our second paycheck, we are expecting 1,200 this time. So we are usually like our second half of the month is usually lower than the first month or first half of the month, sorry. So 1,200. Let's see our fixed bills and subscriptions. We still have rent. Instead of 350 here, we are going to set aside 335. This is after I checked our bill last month. Instead of 1,400, we're not actually paying 1,400, we're paying 1,328, I believe. So we split that into two families, basically, my family and my sister's, her and her partner. And then for me, for our household or my family, I split it into two paychecks. So for each paycheck, I only need to save 332 to be exact, but I round it up to 335. Okay, and then my baby's daycare will still get 20 per paycheck. We're paying $40 a month. These RBC ones here are our credit cards, but for this month, we have the goal to pay off one of these credit cards, and that is actually my credit card. We are paying it off down to 0, and then afterwards, we are going to focus on my partner's credit card as well. We incurred this credit card debt just last month when we moved here in our apartment. We had to use our credit cards to pay our deposit and to buy all our necessities here. Yeah, like we literally started from scratch, but we are paying it off. So subscriptions, Hat Yoga is still the same, $16 bi-weekly. Disney Plus, $14 monthly. It will be taken out on September 7. And my bus pass, I only do this every end of the month, $87 for that. Now that pay off, we have GIC and PH debt. PH debt is not like an actual debt. This is part of this is my insurance in the Philippines that I have yet to process if I can withdraw it while I'm here, or like at least stop the contribution for now, because right now we are still sending $100 for that one every month. So I do that on the second paycheck of our of the month. And then GIC we usually add on to that payment every first half of the month. So I also want to put another extra payment of 100 to the credit card that we're paying off this month. So 200 for that payoff. And now our expenses here. Actually, what happened here? This I think is supposed to be auto populated from our groceries. Oh, no. But I don't really change that amount. So I'm just gonna copy what we have from last paycheck, put it here. So there. Except this one is just 25. Okay, there. 325 is our usual total amount for our variable expenses bi-weekly. Okay, it's every 2 weeks. Groceries, this is for our share. So I shoulder 1 week and then my sister will do the other week. So that's our bi-weekly budget. So personal is my allowance, 50 per 2 weeks. Dad and Bucci both get 25 each. 50 for eating out and family fun. Household is 15 and miscellaneous 10. Okay. And now we can go to our emergency fund or our savings accounts. So at the moment, we have 4 savings account. That is our emergency and then our personal savings account. Now, I am trying to switch up our strategy towards saving because I want to be able to reach our goals for our sinking funds, especially the high priority ones or the sinking funds that have specific due dates in them, such as the Christmas and clothing. We need clothing before winter, and in all honesty, it's starting to get cold here, guys. So I'm trying to save up as much as I can in this category so that I can buy clothes for us for the cold season. So my strategy for this month is for our savings account, once we reach $100, instead of putting the usual $20 per paycheck, I will cut it down to half. So $10 once that account reaches 100. Okay, at least we're still saving. We're still consistent in putting money in it every paycheck, but for now, I will lower it down to $10 as soon as it reaches 100. So for our emergency fund, we were able to save or we were able to reach 120 from our contribution last paycheck. So that means I can just put 10 for this paycheck in our emergency fund. Personal and dad, we both have $80 in our account, so we still need this time to put 20, and then for our next paycheck, we only need to put $10 each. My baby only has 60 for now, so she still needs 20 now, and our next paycheck another 20 before we can lower down her contribution there. Okay, that's our strategy for savings. And now sinking funds, because we really want to reach at least our minimum goals for these sinking funds, we have change up our high priority and low priority sinking funds. But actually, I realize, guys, or what I've noticed is because we are a low income family, our high and low priority varies paycheck to paycheck or monthly, whichever works in our budget. So sometimes I have different high priority funds. Next paycheck, I'll probably have different ones depending on the needs or like how much money we're working with. But so far, our main categories that are always on top of our priority is Christmas, because we only have a few months left to save up for this, and the clothing, of course. Like they go together somewhat. So for this paycheck, my high priority funds will get $10, and my low priority funds will get $5. So at least I am still putting something in every category rather than skipping them. Okay, so that's it. Christmas gets 10. Clothing will get 10. I'm gonna put first the high priority ones. Month ahead will get 10. Self-care is not a high priority, but since I have to pay myself back $60 from our last purchase, I need to put as much as I can here. So highest amount I can do for now is 10. And then debt payoff, I added this category just so I can allocate extra money to put into our debt payoff. So this is not our monthly amount or like the regular amount that we put towards that, but this is extra payment. And I want to put it as a sinking fund because I've noticed that whenever I have extra money, if it's not categorized, I just usually disperse it towards my sinking fund. So if I have that payoff as a category, then I'll always add it to my budget. Yeah. So that's another thing that we're trying out from this paycheck. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have five high priority sinking fund for this paycheck, and the rest will get $5. Okay, for a total of $80 for our sinking fund this pay period. And after all that, we have $3 left over. Again, what we do with the leftover, we are still zero-based budgeting, but with the leftover we have by, let's say, end of the month, or at least after we know the actual total amounts for these categories, whatever leftover we have there, we put it towards our savings challenge. Right now we are doing the 100 envelope savings challenge, and we're not adding it towards the budget, but any leftover we get from our variable expenses or from our actual budget here, then I put it towards that challenge. So I think for now, I'm thinking once we complete that, we are going to put it towards our debt payoff, because that is the whole main goal of why we are budgeting, why we are saving money, just to also pay off all our debt and become debt free. Yeah. So guys, that is our budget for the second paycheck of August. I hope you stayed with me towards until the end. If you have questions regarding our budget on certain categories that we are a bit confusing or whatnot, don't hesitate to comment it down below, and I'll be sure to check it and reply to you guys. I actually appreciate those who comment on my videos. That means like we have a community building up here. So yeah, let's learn from each other, help each other save, and reach our savings or financial goals. All right, so thank you so much guys for staying with me. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.